This is the Levels Network. I'm Justin Horo, joined by the Triple OG Willie Mason and the bro Lukey Stowe. It is round 22 preview, mate.
That's crazy. I swear it feels like just say 2 weeks ago it was like round 1 or 2. Or just talking about like All Stars or something like that. It was just fucking goes quick, man. Goes quick.
We some big games coming up.
Yeah.
Like you go through, we talk about it all the time. We go through waves.
Yeah.
Start of the season, everyone's keen. We dip a little bit. We get into Origin. We dip a little bit. And I feel like the dip this year hasn't been as hectic because there are so many teams vying for positions, whether it's top 4, top 8, even the bottom 4, like the 4 teams, the desperation from the 4 bottom teams.
Yeah. Do you think we're in the last quarter if it was an NFL game? This is the last quarter, the last little run home?
I'd say middle part of the third quarter because we're heading
the
last quarter. I would think is the
after
finals.
next weekend. We're disregarding finals, right?
Yeah.
Just say there's no finals. Just say if you're on the bottom 4, this is your fourth quarter.
Well, finals is OT then.
Yeah, OT. Yeah.
OT.
So you've got to think you just get through the 27 rounds.
Yep.
So this will be your last quarter, your last little stretch, last little time to have a little bit of a run to fit yourself in that top 8 or top 4 spot. So it's like the last little quarter, and then
you spend some time at the Dogs and you chat to Ciro. Do they still break it down in blocks? Do you know?
Yeah, they do. It's all blocks.
Because we used to be 4-week blocks at Manly.
Like
Is it similar to that still?
They got the whole schedule mapped out from the preseason all the way to the end of round 27.
Yeah, to do with travel,
everything.
Yep.
Everything is
home,
mapped out.
away.
Every fucking thing. If I asked Travis Tumar, what are they doing on? Just say next fucking Tuesday at 11:30.
Yeah,
boom, straight up there. I'm privy to the schedule as well.
He would have been able to answer that in February too. That's your point, right?
That's what I mean. Like, and so these young men can take their families away on the buys. They know exactly how many days they get. So there's no switching up on fucking when coaches go, yeah, you got a week off, and then you lose. And it's like, fucking 2 days off. Like they get the guaranteed days off so they can organise it around their families.
Do you think that still happens at the? Because it wouldn't happen at
bit, I reckon.
If you're winning at the Dogs, then it's obviously not going to happen. But we've been a part of teams where you're supposed to have a designated break, and it was agreed upon, and then results didn't go your way.
That's just pending on the coach's fucking bipolar.
Didn't that happen at the Dragons this year? They were supposed to go on the bye, and then he ripped in and made them all come in.
Yeah, it happens. No,
I think so. Early in the year, around 6 or 7.
Yeah,
strikes me as one of those.
Yeah.
Ricky Stewart, he's under Ricky Stewart's sort of tenure for a while there at the Sharks, so he'd be like, fuck you, if you don't put in, you don't get the buy off.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's maybe a little bit of an asterisk on everyone's buy time off, right? So you get 3 of them. It's fucking solid. Some teams just train all the way through the buy, get the weekend off, depending on where the buy is situated, right? Yeah. I know some of the Bulldogs boys after I think maybe their second buy, they had a bigger break.
Yep.
Maybe their last one, not as big a break because you're fucking stuck right in Origin or somewhere around there.
And some of the buys were like 3 weeks.
2 weeks apart.
After the first buy, which they got a huge break, so there's no point in going for a huge break.
So that's where they have a look at where the buys are situated. It's a big thing for clubs, where the buys are situated because you get 3 and it's like, okay, that's after round 12. Fucking sweet.
Yeah.
You know, you want your buy sort of later in the year. You don't want it in the first month because you don't really you don't care about it, right? You don't even remember it.
They start the year with a buy.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Yeah.
That'd suck if that was me.
Awful.
It's just like fucking having a buy. Was
that last year or this year?
This year, I remember. Because we had Fozzie on.
Yeah, we did too. We did have Fozzie on, didn't we? Yeah, good shout. Especially after you've watched now with the Vegas games. So it's been 3 weeks by the time the season started before you play your first game. And didn't they play a Sunday game?
Yeah,
they did against the Dogs.
Yeah, it was the last game of the round. That was the last game.
That's so stupid.
At the start of the year, the Titans.
What about next year, the schedule with Vegas? 28th of Feb is the first game, so it kicks off in February now.
Yeah.
The NRL?
Yeah, it's February.
Shit.
Far out.
It's crazy, yeah. So all the bottom 6 teams. So we reckon from 6 to 12, this is when that race starts to heat up. That's why all these games mean something.
Yep.
You know, even to the Titans, you can see, don't think that just because you're in the bottom 4 that these guys aren't going to turn up and try and tear you up.
I think the Titans-Panthers game is a little bit tricky for the Panthers.
Para and fucking Storm tonight.
Yeah, very tricky.
I'm looking at that going, well, if the Para shows up that showed up last week, Storm's going to be in trouble.
Especially with the weather.
Combank, they're pretty tough, man. They're
Melbourne
building something
this year have not been good away from Melbourne at night and
wet.
awful when it's been wet.
Well, here we go.
And that's crazy.
So Para should win, boys.
There we go.
Hey, easy win, Lukey.
What did you say last week? Paramiddles are going to get dominated. Can you say that again there, please?
They're going to get dominated. They will. They 100% will,
so
but they'll end up winning the
clipping that, but I
game.
didn't do
They'll
it.
still get dominated. You can get dominated and then lose the game. And
I had
or
it
win
in the
game.
editing suite, that little moment. I was like, I'll let him go.
Said it
you
put
let
their
him
middles
have
up.
Speaking about dominating, our boys,
Yeah.
the H-Hods, the home of Samoan slang.
Yeah.
Shout out to the brothers.
Thank you, boys.
Sent us some hoodies, looking pretty good, aren't we? I've got the black and white variety.
Yeah,
You've
make me
got the
laugh,
black and
man.
orange,
Black and orange.
mate. Shout out to a little bit of support for the
Need a hoodie too.
guys up there. I think he's the main creator, his young fella or his nephew is playing in a rugby tournament, and a lot of the
nice.
proceeds for the merch
Sick.
went towards looking
Alright,
after his
thank
young
you.
fella as well. So
Are they the lads that we were talking about on the potty a
Yeah.
few weeks
yeah.
back?
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they've gave me so many giggles and laughs to so many people over the years. So
I didn't know they've been around that much for that long when you were saying.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, early
fucking
Facebook
ages,
days.
bro.
George,
Facebook.
George Defoe, Lingy Sell.
No Spacebook. What is it? Fucking MySpace.
MySpace. and
MySpace?
Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
MySpace, Facebook,
Yeah.
Bebo.
Never been on any of them.
Jeez.
Fucking
You've never been on any of them?
None of them.
You never were on them back in the day?
Never.
No.
He was massive on Twitter. You're a
I
I
Twitter
was
remember-
guy.
on Twitter, yeah, because it's like my fucking words, and I was just like,
We know.
yeah. Wayne was like, get off Twitter when I was playing. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Now
good
you
idea.
now you've just got
Now I'm
Twitter
just
in the
off it.
Instagram
Yeah.
comments.
The gram, yeah. That's all I have to deal with, and I don't even deal with that.
Yeah.
Every now and then you
I
deal
get, on,
with
I
someone.
get on there, yeah, and I'm like, I got to get off it. I'm going to get off it, off Instagram for a little bit, maybe a month, leading in. But then we need it for this. Like, I love it because
you just come
promote
on.
it on this.
Yeah, come on.
in and out, whatever.
Come on, post.
I don't care. I always do.
You have a little bit of a
Always have a little
little
geezer.
waves. Little waves every now and again.
Just for fucking refill. Shut up, mate.
the levels that counts coming through.
Did you watch the Johnny Tuivasa-Sheck video he put out this week talking about
Yeah.
as a Warriors fan? He's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I missed it, bro. And the guy's like, what? Miss what? He goes,
He's
oh,
good,
your
eh?
debut.
Yeah.
He's a good creator, eh?
That was
Johnny
good. I'm going
Tuivasa.
to use that. Someone's going to
Fuck.
get done in the comments with that.
He makes me laugh.
He is
He gets me, man.
like speaking of the boys, the Samoan, and I think for sure, like they put on the broken English
Big time.
for
So
the
Conrad Harrell's a king at that.
oh yeah, Connie.
He speaks like me.
Yeah.
Exactly speak. Then he's fresh.
Yeah, and I know these guys put it on which makes the content even funnier. Do you reckon Johnny puts on like more of a sort of Samoan broken English accent because Roger still has that like a
Very
little
eloquent, Roger.
Yeah.
speak
He
might do a little.
He's got Johnny, man.
he's got a bit of slang about him. Yeah, I think Johnny does it for the content, which makes it even
Big
funnier
time.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he does the stuff with his dad and everything like, of course he puts it on.
Yeah.
You reckon he does? I reckon he
Yeah,
does.
well, like
Have
it's like
to.
Widamu, William Wairua.
Yeah,
he
plays a
does
character.
100%.
Yeah, he's
been on fire
Willie
lately.
Cribb.
Some of his
Oh,
streams.
yeah, I
bro.
watch his shit, yeah.
Oh, Willie's the best. Willie's my favorite
Does he get
man.
away with that? He's borderline, isn't it?
Because he does it the right way. It's like just like you know what? If
It's
you
like he goes into these places. I'm like, oh fuck! Surely they know he's semi-taking the piss, but he's not really taking the piss. He's having a crack. Like he's like
you
dancing
meet
with
Will
him.
when we were
Yeah,
out
I
in
was
New
fucking with him. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
he's always in character.
Mate, I don't know when he's not. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, is he? It's like because he goes in, he gets access to these people because he's a big dude over there, right?
Yeah.
And he gets access. I'm like, it's a character. It's a full on character. 'Cause
He's
that's-
sort of like it's funny to explain, right? Because when we ran into him at the
doesn't use
Warriors
stuff
game,
like that.
Yeah, he is huge.
I know that's what I'm saying, but he goes in. I'm like, this is a proper character, but they don't know.
It's sort of and it's
And
not
borderline
at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
borderline. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know whether he's taking the piss out of these old people or not.
Well,
And-
when
'cause
we went for the run, so when we seen him at the Warriors game, when we went for the run, he goes through moments of like sort of breaking into that character and then out, but like you can tell like it's formed and it's a part of him.
hard to get out of.
It is like it would be like
Like Bo Ryan was like that. Bo Ryan was like that with the footy show.
Yeah, he was.
And it's like,
I know what you mean
fuck,
by
is
that.
Is this a character? Are you taking like? I don't get it. Right? I get it, but I don't get it. And it's hard for him to get out of it.
You
when
know
they talk
what?
to him.
I'd see Bowie's a great example.
Yeah.
I seen Bowie at an RLPA event,
Quiet
and
as
there was cameras around, right? And I think he had to chat on stage, so he was sort of in Bo Ryan that mode for TV.
Yeah.
And then you see him at a cafe at Cronulla,
Bo
and
Ryan.
it's just a normal.
Bo
combo.
Ryan, the normal human,
Yeah.
the father, and everything like that, is a great human. He's chilled out to the max, right? And then you'd see the character, and that's what I mean. It's hard to go in between because people think that that's you 24/7. And it's not. Bowie's he's an introvert.
Yeah. He is a bit of more
he's
of an
introvert, man. He's fucking-
I would say that. A lot of
You
them.
reckon he's socially awkward and stuff like that? When I've seen it, but they have to put a character on.
Yeah.
Because because of that reason.
Yeah, potentially. And the other one is just like actors who play roles. Like imagine having to play like the one that stands out, and there's a story behind it. Is like Heath Ledger. Method actors. Heath Ledger was so heavily into that Joker character that they reckon that was a huge part of like sort of.
Daniel Day-Lewis was the biggest one.
Yeah.
I reckon he was the biggest.
For what role? For the
He did the Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln one.
Yeah.
He did
Gangs in New York.
Yeah, he's full on method actor. Like he's in there 24/7. So when he breaks, when he goes take, still the same.
Yeah.
Rolling around like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
What about everyone's favourite actor that played Terry Torres? How do you find it?
Oh, yeah. How did you get in and out of Terry?
It wasn't that far from it. It wasn't that far, you know what I mean? Like it was more me just being a little bit more.
You were cast to be yourself.
A bit less. No, a little bit less.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
You know, because they knew I got a certain look and everything like that, but like just tone it down a little bit. That's all it was.
What's it called? Summer Nights?
Sunny nights.
Sunny nights.
It's coming out in December.
Yep.
December.
There you go.
Beautiful.
Boxing Day, December.
Boxing Day.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Yep.
I was with the director the other day.
Papa Macros. They're on board. Mace,
You were saying.
you've pumped through your first box.
Well, they gave me 2 boxes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck yeah.
So
I didn't know it was
you've gone and
Lukey
eaten-
Stowe's fucking box.
I haven't eaten all week.
So he hasn't eaten all week, and I've been just pumping these macros. And I thought, it's still in my head. I was like, it can't taste as good as like fucking you cooking your own food, right?
It's really good, isn't it?
It's good.
Yeah.
The steak. There's a lot of chicken, heaps of chicken and rice. I love chicken and rice and steak and rice.
Perfect, isn't it? Like
perfect,
just for the day. For our listeners too, we have a code for you guys at home. So if you're watching this, and Lukey will also put it up.
I had to
on
bring
YouTube
Lukey's in today.
You got Lukey's, yeah. So Lukey's got 6 out of the 12 boxes that were delivered on Sunday.
The weekend.
So put in the code levels30. That'll get you $30 off the first box. And then following the first order, once you use levels 30, which is only available for your first ever order, then you can use levels 10. And that'll get 10% off all future orders. So me and the boys have been getting, they're into their first stint. I've been getting it for the last month, mate.
Not lying.
It is a part of my routine.
It's not.
You are looking a bit trim.
I am looking good, don't I? Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you.
It's good. No, it's really nice. I'm like 2 minutes in and it's like, I was very skeptical.
Yep.
You know what I'm like with food, and I'm like,
well, that's why I tested it first.
I said, all right. And then I'm 2 minutes and I come out, I was like, what's this going to taste? It's fucking unreal.
Yeah.
I said, how's that possible?
Any sponsor that we get on, I always say this, we'll have discussions, and me and Luke have talked about this. Got to be able to vouch for it, and it's got to be genuine. So even if it's like, for example, there are other sponsors that we don't use, I find out, or that we don't use every day, I'll go and ask someone in the business, like your brother, my brother who's a tradie with Mongrel and all that sort of stuff. So Papa Macros, I had this for about a month. I love the product. They've been awesome for me, and I can see the results too, because just in and around the stuff with radio.
Easy for you. It'll be way easier for you, right? Good. Just like bang, 2 minutes, eat. And they're quite satiating as well. So
good flavour, mate.
Yeah, really good. I'm full after
really
one.
Good portions of meat.
Yeah.
Sometimes
meat to rice ratio.
So good.
Very important.
They've got the macros right.
Yes.
Yeah, whoever does it fucking nails it.
Mace, I have got a clip for you to watch. It's around the eligibility. This will be it. It's one of those things that comes up.
Put a bow on this one, Jimmy Smith.
Yep. Jimmy, I think, nails it. So let's get it up. And he talked about the unique situations of his ex-teammate, because Jimmy actually played at the Sydney Roosters when Tino's father was playing lower grades. Yeah, so he's got a connection to Tino.
So if we go to the point around someone like Tino Fa'asuamala-Awi, born in Orange, New South Wales. Oh, right. How did that come about? Well, his dad, Ferretti, who played at the Roosters in the mid-1990s, played reserve grade there in 1995 after he was attracted to the club by the legendary Arthur Beetson because he was the Samoan rugby international. He obviously has then moved to the country and married an Australian. So you've got an Australian mother and a Samoan father. After 7 weeks, Tino moves to Gympie with the family. And he just said how much the Queensland jersey means to him. How could you not allow him to play for Queensland? He's spent his entire life there. And then in 2022, after representing Queensland, he had the decision to make whether he plays for Samoa or whether he plays for Australia. And at that point, his dad, who is of Samoan background, encouraged Tino to play for Australia because that is the best of the best. I got a direct quote out of an article from the Queensland Rugby League. That was his father encouraging him to do that. Okay, so he plays for Australia. And then in December of 2024, so in the last off-season, he went to a family wedding / reunion in Samoa, met the Prime Minister, and was invited to go to a junior international rugby league tournament. Now, when you think about all those relationships that Tino and his brother Isaac are developing in that trip to Samoa at that time, and then he comes back and says, I have a strong pull towards my cultural background, Samoa, which has just been developed in December of last year. But also, he has a strong connection to Australia because his mother is from Australia, and initially his father encouraged him to play for the Kangaroos. Do you understand how complex this can be? This is for one player. To understand the point that I'm making is that whatever we do, people are going to be dissatisfied with. But please understand that players can have emotional attachments to multiple jerseys. And then once we accept that, and once we find a pathway, then at that point, we can start moving forward. And to be honest, I see it as the greatest opportunity, not just for the international game, but for rugby league, because the international game will sell rugby league better than any other, better than club. The club will give you your content. That'll give you your week-to-week content. To get a new viewer, that's what international rugby league will be able to do. It is not straightforward.
He's always well thought out.
Yeah.
He's really
Well
detailed.
said.
I love doing. I do stuff with him on Sundays, and we always have some good back and forth. So, and look, and this is one thing that I think there are a few comments about that you mentioned with Hindy and understanding where people like Hindy are coming through. It's very complex.
Emotional connection. That's what he said. There's no emotional connection for Hindy for anywhere else but New South Wales, Australia, and country.
Yeah.
And that's what he's represented, right?
But also with the point around Tino, right? Like he didn't have that connection with Samoa. Well, it seems as though until he went back to the islands, met some of these young Samoan kids, it felt like that gravitated him more towards.
And he's played for Samoa, you know that. They didn't put that in. He's played for Samoa before.
Was it the 7 system or was it
I'm not sure, but I know he's put that jersey on, so he's hit that button.
Yeah.
You know, like he's ticked that box. Like I remember just going back to my sort of growth in my culture as well. Like I did that straight away.
Yeah.
Before, and I think he did that. I think he played for Samoa before Australia.
Have a look at it, Lukey. Are you looking at it now?
With Tino?
Yeah, for Tino.
Sure,
I think it might have been the 9s format.
Might have, yeah. But
Potentially,
regardless, I don't know. But like I think he puts it really really good.
Yeah.
I think
he also
with Tino
said
going from Orange to Gympie, and like he grew up in Australia. It's like how I feel. I grew up in Australia, and I only play for Australia because why? They're the best. They're the best in rugby league.
Yeah.
That's what I want to play for. My dad was an Aussie.
When he played first for Australia, you're saying?
No, for Samoa.
when he played for
How many test matches he played for Samoa? Because I can't remember him playing a proper test match. Maybe
No, he played against Samoa in the final.
He hasn't played for Samoa at all.
No.
maybe 9s. Is there 9s? Because I can't remember him playing for Samoa. Because when he hit the scene,
Rugby League 9s. It's saying. Let me just get the exact
it is
name.
9s.
Yeah.
He's played in the 9s.
I've seen him in the jersey, that sort of thing.
Anyway, so Jimmy was telling me a story about, so he didn't know for maybe the first couple of years for Tino that was Ferretti was indeed Ferretti potentially
Ferretti.
was potentially his old man, because when he arrived, it was different times. So his last name was Fasua.
Right.
Because it was too hard for Aussies to pronounce.
And he just got it now.
So when he like it's a couple of years and then he seen he goes, that makes sense. So Jimmy
he definitely has, but I can't find when.
Yeah.
That's an old haircut. That's an old look.
Check the logo out if it says Nines or something.
Potentially Nines, yeah.
I don't know. I just know that he's played for Samoa. And he's ticked that box there and then he's gone back to the homeland.
Yeah.
Probably sometimes when you haven't been back there, you don't have a connection. You know what I mean?
So World Nines. And then...
And that's, and like Jimmy said, that's super unique to what Tino's upbringing. Like, like Aussie mum, Samoan dad, grew up here, like born in New South Wales, moved to Queensland very quickly. So the attachment to Queensland is obvious.
The World Cup Nines in 2019. The one that was at Bankwest Stadium.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people now can... You're obviously not going to make everyone happy, but I think the clarity is a big thing. It's like was a part of our show on Monday. Just all right, let's make a decision. Let's get it done early.
We just want people to understand what you actually go through. Like I can tell you, this is what happens, right? I'm Australian dad, mum's from Tongan and Samoan descent, right? So it's like dad dies at 17. What am I supposed to do? There was a big connection to the islands because of mum, and I've been there before I even played. So I was like, fuck, like you don't know where you are. And I played for Australia because my dad was Australian. I was born in New Zealand, but my dad was Australian, and he drove me for that green and gold jersey and said, that's the fucking number one thing you can do in the game.
Yep.
That and Origin. So that's why I did, because I could have played for New Zealand because Gary Freeman, I told you, Gary Freeman asked Tamana Tahu and myself to play in the World Cup in 2000. We were like 19.
I seen Corey Parker talking about it recently too. His mother's Kiwi. As well. I didn't realise that through the middle. So like he was against. I think maybe Gal was saying that they've got to make a decision at a certain age before they get into it, and he's like, that doesn't make sense because, he played for represented Australia in Queensland, and there was a point around the mid-20s where he was considering it. Now he didn't, but he also said that you're not mature enough to make a decision at that age around such a big decision, like representing your countries and stuff. So, you're not going to please everyone, but I thought Jimmy sort of nailed that one, spoke really well on it, and from a guy who's
the main
Anglo-Saxon and Australian.
The emotional connection, right? That's a big word for most of the brothers that are in this position, right? Because you're born here, but your heritage is like not from here. It's in the islands, right? So when you do go back there, it fucking really pulls on your heartstrings. It's a different level, man. Like, and especially he's meeting the Prime Minister, he's done all these great things for the game, and like really feels accepted by the people. Because being half-caste as well is different. I'm half-caste as well. You know what I mean? Having an Aussie dad, and you think, they don't look at you as like, because the full Polynesians look down on you a little bit.
There's insecurities in that growing up, isn't there?
Exactly. Yeah. So you don't know who the fuck you are anyway, and you only get that sort of identity through football.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And
right?
maturity, age.
All those sort of factors come in, like life sort of shit gets in the way. So, as a young kid, so look, he didn't have a chance to go back to the islands until he was 23, 24, and then he would have just went bang. It would have got really emotional for him, and that happens. And that happens, you know what I mean? So
I've told the story about going back and playing for the New Zealand Māori, right?
It's emotional,
I grew up here from 3 years old. Dad was a part of the staff, and he was like, you're probably going to make the New Zealand Māori this year after my debut season. I was like, man, I don't know, because I'd grown up here. And
did you have a twist in your heart as well?
No, not.
Or did you just?
I just didn't feel worthy because I'd grown up here. Felt like an Aussie, like
100%.
Like all my mates were Aussie that I grew up with, especially apart from there's hardly any Kiwis that I grew up with. They were like either Aussie or Pacific Islanders, like Samoan, Tongan, all those boys. So, like, I was. The gratitude was there, and I was like, this is sick. This would be a cool team to be a part of. But I was like, man, boys are going to probably pick on me a little bit. Like there's that part of it. So
I would have been 100% like that.
Once I went back, best week of my life.
Yeah. So
best week of my life.
I did the 2000 World Cup for Tonga, right? And I was lucky because Willie Manu and Andrew Lomu and Nelson Lomi and all these brothers, we were coming up together. So we were all born in Australia as well. But I'm half caste, they're full, and it's like it was a different dynamic. But we all got along. The OGs were like, Marty Marcella was half as well, so I was like, it was different, it was like because you feel like you don't really belong in either, right? Yeah, you're Aussie or you're Tongan, you're Samoan. Like I didn't fucking know where I fit. once I got into camp,
Sweet.
straight away,
Yeah.
fucking one of the boys. And
Yeah.
still we always talk about it. That's one of the funnest tours I've ever had.
Yeah.
Was the 2000 World Cup tour as a 19-year-old. Just fucking loving it. It was so fun. And then like I was blessed to play for Australia like within the 2 years of that. And I was like, okay, that was cool to represent my people then. Because I probably wouldn't have until like later in my career.
Yeah. Yeah.
After all the representative stuff.
All right, let's get to a YouTube question, and it is a Sizzle RTS Glaze. So he's back. We haven't heard.
At least he's honest.
We haven't heard from a Sizzle in a minute. Hey, gents, still sizzling and always RTS glazing. Now that we're heading into the back end of the season, would be keen to hear your thoughts on some Dally M predictions, particularly the winger position. I feel as though we have some solid choices to join the podium on Dally M night. At this moment, I believe Kraz would be a lock. Milky Jenkins, thereabouts. Nwanga Nitawase, thereabouts. Climax Lomax, or Coates for that second winger spot. A smoky, based on recent form, prepare for some glazing, would be RTS. No bias, of course. In the last month, he's racked up the following stats. Averaging 246 run metres. Last 4 games, 276, 265, 271, 173. An average of 92 post-contact metres. He's had 3 tries, 5 line breaks, 16 tackle busts. After having an injury-ravaged start to the season, I feel as though he's been one of the Wires best and consistent with all the changes. Fully agree with that they've had to their backline recently. The next 6 weeks, he can really put his name in the hat if he continues the form. Keen to hear your thoughts. And despite being an RTS Glazer, Dogs for the 2025 premiership. So he's a Dogs fan, but he just proper frost.
I love it. RTS. I love it.
It's so weird.
I didn't know those stats were so dominant, man. I knew RTS was he's on one. He's on a bit He's on a bit of a heater right now.
He's taken it to a next level with all these, like some of the senior, and they've got more senior players missing on the weekend as well.
Yeah.
No fish and Egan.
I've never had any doubts about his run meters or anything like that, but it's his finishing now that's fucking dangerous. Bang, coming off his left foot, catching the wingers sliding out all the time. So it's going to be important for those halves to get him the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Clean ball. It's hard, man, because like they've got a whole new halves pairing in there. But RTS, I like him, man. Always have. He just need to find his the right weight, the right sort of fitness levels. Like last year, he wasn't nowhere near that.
It was always going to take an adjustment.
Yeah. It's fucking 12 months, and now he's
Talk
just
to us
back
about
to
you went only for a short stint in rugby union, but you've had teammates and know of high-profile players. It's an adjustment, right, to come back.
Man.
Like, how dramatically did you have to shift your body weight to?
I remember because I was playing in the south of France. I reckon I was down to like 112.
Wow.
Yeah. So then to come back and usually play.
Because you went to centres, right?
Yeah.
Inside
centre was the stupidest thing in the world. But no, but if I was going to be a union player, I would be a 6 or 8, 100%. But because it was in the south of France and Sonny Bill was playing there, and I thought I was going to be like him, like, nowhere fucking near the athlete he is. I could play, but then it would have been too hard for the transition to coach me as a 6.
Okay.
Right? Because the scrummaging and all that shit is on a fucking whole nother level.
Yeah,
so they just went, just go 12.
Yeah.
And or to train at 12. Yeah, simplify, get the ball, whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't get the ball. But it was, to change your body. Like, because like the south of France it was a bit different back in the 2010s. It was only sort of like, we'd have a fair few days off. I wasn't really fucking
locked in
to fucking say the least. I wasn't thinking I was a 25-year-old at the Dogs just busting your nuts.
Who did you play for again?
Toulon.
Yeah. It was a big club too.
Yeah, it was a big club. And then fucking, so the weights weren't as crazy. You weren't doing that sort of much. You weren't doing that much. And then coming back to the NRL, like it's a whole different level.
Yeah.
2012 when I went back. Yeah, when I went back.
Training and all that.
Training was so different.
Yeah.
It's hard as back to what I left. You know what I mean? Weights was intense, like, and everything had gone up from like 2010 to like I missed 2011, and then come back sort of around 7 or 8 in 2012. It was
to
like,
the Knights.
Yeah, so 18 months out of the game, I was like, shit.
Yeah.
It's gotten a bit more intense.
I feel like that's, and even still relevent today. If you miss 18 months, you're fucking behind the 8 ball.
And because, like, it's union, right? There's nowhere near the intensity of rugby league, fucking every single day at training, doing all that sort of stuff. I'm like, okay, I know where I need to get to. That's the thing, right? You know, and RTS knows where he needs to get to as well.
I think he's there now.
Yeah, he's there. And,
well and
it
truly
sort of
there.
takes a little bit. I mean, and it's different for me too. Like I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I fucking understand how to play in the middle.
Yeah.
Just give me the ball.
Yeah.
Run hard, tackle hard, fucking, and just work hard. That's all. Where his is a little bit way different. Like, he's getting more one-on-ones and everything like that. So the transition from me back into that is nowhere near what these guys have. He's had a whole 2 years over there.
Yeah, especially when he's had to be on the wing for the most part and then transition. Oh, well, it started in the centres, remember? Then moved to the wing, had to play fullback for stints. So, yeah, he's fully settled in, and I think owning that wing position, which he'll have now for the next, 18 months until he's a watch as well. He's that 360 watch.
Yeah.
He's on the radar for them.
But he's I don't think he'll get Dally M. I think
I think it's wide open. With those
Carraz,
names.
I think if Carraz ends the year pretty good, I think he deserves it. He had a great little
Jahrome Hughes would have been up there until he got injured, wouldn't he?
This is
No,
for the
for
wingers.
wingers.
Oh, just the
position.
wingers.
yeah, just
Yeah.
so great. Fuck, Milky Jenkins could be up there. He's right. I think Coates has been out and out the best winger in the game.
Well, isn't it voted on points given for games?
I'm not sure how they
Yeah,
pick the
I'm pretty sure
positions.
that's how it works. So therefore,
He wouldn't
I would
be
think
getting
Nwanga Nitawase and Zach Lomax.
Well, Zach wouldn't.
I don't think so.
Mark's played more than Zach.
Is it rated on what you were just saying?
I'm pretty sure it is.
on points.
I'm pretty sure it's Dally M points tallied throughout the season. And I would say
He'd be getting fuck
that
all down there.
Lomax and Zach would have got more points. Because remember at the start of the year, so I remember the 6 points that he would have got against the Dragons. He was unbelievable. I reckon he would have got a couple of points against the Bulldogs. Remember that Bulldogs game that he played?
So it's not specific. The player who obviously wins the Dally M is the highest number of votes. The Dally M team of the
I reckon
year
the team is
recognises
a
the
little
best
bit-
players.
Say that again?
Yeah, so for the Dally M, it's obviously the votes.
Yeah.
For the team of the year, it says it's just recognises the best players in each position
Gotcha.
Yeah,
across
so-
the round. So it's not
you
necessarily
give
points.
it to Coates, and then I think Coates here, number one. Next one.
He's missed a lot of games.
Has he?
hasn't
Yeah, the team must be the eyeball test a bit more. Obviously,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
reference to
Carraz has
the
missed some
points.
games, man.
Yeah, Kraz has missed some games.
And he's played a lot of centre. He's played a few games in the centres.
Centres?
Fucking hell. Milky
Gotta
Jenkins.
play-
Go Milky Jenkins.
Milky Jenkins.
Milky's
no
up
way.
there.
Milky
I'm telling
Jenkins
ya.
is up there.
He's up there with one of the best wingers in the game
Best seasons. Yeah.
ever.
Better go to
Never.
MJ Bell, get his suit tailored. Not too long.
MJ Bale.
Imagine if at the table, sitting for the Dally M Winger of the Year, you've got Bizato'o
Yeah.
and Milky Jenkins,
Yeah.
and they go, Milky Jenkins, come to the stage, big
Yeah.
guy.
Sit down, Bizza.
Biz, sit there, Biz. You've had your time,
Biz
Biz.
is about to get up and just gets a big Milky Jenkins hand.
You know what? Biz would slap him on the ass on the way up too. He would love it.
You'd be so proud of a guy like that who got the story is unbelievable,
So
and
good.
he's had an outstanding fucking year.
I reckon it's wide open. The next 6 weeks decide the winger position anyway.
Yeah, well, RTS is going to make his claim.
Maybe we'll have a look in. Centres is going to be straightforward. Stephen Crichton, Herbie.
Yeah. Well,
Anyone else?
who knows?
I think that was a Bronson Sherry. Huh?
I don't know with the
No,
centres.
no
Oh,
problem.
they're clearly the
consistent enough.
two best centres.
Clearly.
It doesn't
Sure.
mean they're going to get it
I think so.
necessarily.
who's-
I'm more worried about the
Mark,
Dolphins.
depends where you put Mark Nitawase.
Yeah, so I reckon Marky Mark will be considered a winger.
For a winger.
We'll go through that next week or something.
Yeah.
Dally M's.
Yeah, we'll try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, Mace, most tourers and explorers of our beautiful country know that if you're really looking to get your money's worth and having towing requirements like a caravan, the Toyota LC300 is one of the premier four-wheel drives on the market.
Perhaps TJM's best kept secret is no longer a secret. Our TJM rear bar to suit the Toyota LC300 is available and on shelves now. Forget 6 months lead times. Forget never hearing back from your quote. You can buy and have a TJM store fit, a TJM rear bar to your LC300 right now.
With a customizable setup with accessories such as work lights, jerry can holders, and tyre carry arms, this bar has all the functions while being compatible with all Toyota's safety features. Go and visit tjm.com.au. Okay, Mace, some big news with signing with one of the premier players in not only the Melbourne Storm, but the competition. Rome, Red Wine Rome, Jahrome Hughes has turned his back on millions from the potential NRL expansion teams to ink a 4-year extension to finish his career at the Storm. The Storm confirmed the news on Tuesday, which has fended off both the Perth Bears and Papua New Guinea, as he would have been available to negotiate as of November 1. Jahrome Hughes' 4-year Storm extension has triggered a clause in Jonah Pezzet's contract, however, which could make him the most sought-after young playmaker. Pezzett only inked a 4-year extension last year, but he had a clause involved in that contract where if they did extend Jahrome, like what has happened now, he is available to at least have discussions. It's not guaranteed that he's going to leave, but he will be able to have the opportunity to chat to other teams. Let's talk about all the dominoes, and then
How old's Jahrome Hughes?
Jahrome Hughes is 29, I think.
He's 29. Yeah, fall's perfect, especially in playing 7.
30.
He's 30.
Yeah, that's perfect age.
Be 31 in October.
Prime time for him.
31, 32. So that'll get him to 35. He'll finish his career at the and he said himself that he's, even though he played one game at both the Titans and Cowboys, he basically feels like he's a one-club man.
It.
But he's not. He's a 3-club man.
Well, you're not. You've played for 3 clubs. But that's massive news for the Storm.
So let's just start off with we'll start off with Pezzett. And we'll work our way down to money, and then we'll finish off with Tyrone Wishart. Yeah. So Jonah Pezzett, Brace's manager, he was speaking. It's hard for him to speak on these matters while he's on 360, but basically said that now there is the opportunity. It doesn't guarantee anything, but I think it'd be worthwhile. It's a tricky situation with Pezzett because we're going to talk about money in a little bit. The communication needs to be strong now between what their plan is between Pezzett and Munster, because they can't afford. So just say, for example, they want to, they allow Pezzett to chat to other teams, which he's entitled to now because it was a part of the clause. Can't lose both of them, right? So Melbourne really have to.
How do they lose both of them? When's money off?
Well, money's off in 27.
That's going to come around quick, eh?
Or at the end of 2027, sorry. So they're going to have communicate. And Braith's got both of them too, by the way. So they're going to have to chat to Braith and figure out with Braith who is going to be.
Well, Pezzett just needs to go and have, he wants to be a first grader. He's had a taste of it. He knows he can handle it, right? And he just doesn't want to sit under Jahrome Hughes for another 4 years.
Will choose and money.
And
that's
Munster,
the point.
you're not going to play first grade there. You're going to wish for if there's injuries and stuff like that, you'll get a crack. But other than that, you're just going to be doing Storm pre-seasons and taking years off your career and wasting years, right? So he needs to go out there, get himself a NRL team, and he's not going to go into any system and become a number 1 straight away. I don't think he does that.
All right, so let's go through the teams. Raiders. Ricky wouldn't consider him, would he? Because he's got the young Sanders kid that they've developed over the last year. Bulldogs, you guys are sweet now, surely.
Yeah.
Storm. Warriors, they're happy. I reckon they're happy with Metcalf, Chanel Harris-Tavita, and Jet Cleary's been playing well in New South Wales Cup, so I don't think that's an option. Panthers is intriguing. But Blaise Talangi is really, I think he shut down any communication with any halves that they were thinking maybe 2 months ago.
Is Pezzett a 6 or 7 or both?
I think he's probably I've only seen limited opportunities with him. I think he's a 7 with the ability to play 6, depending on who the 7 is. 100. Broncos, after Reynolds, Ben Hunt, they're both 35 years old. They've also got the youngster Kobe Black coming through, which me and Kempy were talking about yesterday. He's closer. He's got closer to the pulse of what's happening up there at Brisbane. Is that right?
So when he comes, so when he comes into any club, whatever we go through, it's not like he's guaranteed the 7. He'll come in there, he'll still be going with someone else who's a up and comer like he is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Regardless, if he goes Titans, you're like, he could go there.
Yeah,
you know, if JC goes somewhere else, and he's there, but he's going to be going with some other young kid for that position. There's no guarantees. He's just got more of a crack at it than at Melbourne.
Or he'll be competing with a veteran who is not necessarily cemented their position, like some of these names that we're going to get to now.
Yep.
So Nico and Trindle, we all, I think we both understand that those two are the guys, but Sharks fans aren't completely sold on both that combination. Nope. Dolphins, we love Cody Nikorima. feel like the Dolphins love Cody Nikorima, but he is a veteran. He'd be around 30s, heading
He's
to
in
30s.
his peak, I reckon.
He's
Figured it out, Nikorima now.
I don't think he's an option for Manly with Brooks and Fogarty, at least for the next 3 years. The Roosters, if they've got Sam Walker, Hugo Savala, and potentially Ches, if reports are correct there. Cowboys a shout.
Yeah. Cowboys would be a good shout.
Cowboys with Tommy, push Tommy back to 6 or play 6 with Tommy Dearden. But then you've got young Tom Duffy. They just re-signed Clifford. Mutters Clifford. He's done too, by the way.
There you go.
He extended for a year.
So he'd be third string.
Dragons.
Yes.
I don't
Because they
think,
got halves there that aren't fucking. They're not doing the job down there.
I
I
don't,
don't see Braith
I
putting
don't know.
anywhere near.
We're just talking about. I don't give a fuck about. Yeah.
No,
I
no,
get
well,
it. He
well,
won't go there. But I'm just saying, we're just talking about every club, aren't we?
No, I'm going to give you some information that you wouldn't have seen because I know you don't watch all the shows. So Braith was talking about the Lockie Elliott situation and how he's not even getting a look in. So and it wasn't Braith who brought it up.
Forgot about that.
I think it was Crawley was with him on.
Was it Hoops? Hoops or Crawley?
Nah, Hoops was on last night. Crawley.
Anyway,
it might
I
have
did
been-
see the clip.
Anyway, one of the journos is like, would you consider, like, I basically asked, it was a tough position because now Lockie's not getting a look in. Why would they send Jonah? That's the conversation.
I forgot about
Tigers?
Yeah, it was.
It was Crawley?
It was Crawley.
Yeah,
Tigers
Yeah, I reckon
to
he could
compete with
work.
Latu. Latu could play 13.
That'd be a good shout.
Eels.
And Eels.
Eels with Mitch.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
That was we floated that months back.
I think
Something like that.
Yeah.
A team like that.
and the Knights was the team that he had a meeting with, and
Because he's a junior there. Isn't like
Yeah.
his old man was there when I was playing.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Pez is a fucking
yeah.
legend. His old man's a champ.
These four teams, I reckon these four teams are in the Jonah Peasant sweepstakes. Eels, Knights, like depending on, do they want to go, do they have enough money now? Because they would, because it was Knights before Dylan Brown, pardon me. Now, do they have the cap space? Because apparently the chat was, it was around the 500 to 600K mark. Do they have that sort of money for Jonah Peasant right now?
Is Hastings still there next year?
No, his contract finishes this year.
They would have calculated all that. Nice.
So there are so many players that have been there for a while, like Hastings, Gamble, and Brayley. So when people talk about the Brown contract, yeah, it's huge, but they lost Jackson was on 800. I reckon Gamble would be on about 354. I reckon Brayley would be closer to 800 as well.
He did sign a big
So,
deal.
I think all those guys, like there is some money there. And Leo Thompson, he's gone to the Bulldogs. Kai Pearce-Paul's gone to the Tigers. So I think the Knights are still a viable option.
Yep. So Knights, Tigers.
Titans to replace Fozzie in the 7 jersey. JC stays at 6, potentially.
Like
And the Rabbitohs are another one. Like the Jamie Humphries, what's happening with Cody Walker? Like he's continually injured.
The Pommy lad.
Dodd.
He
Nah, he got hooked on the weekend.
Wayne doesn't want anything.
Wayne
to do with
didn't
him.
sign him. So that's why he hasn't played till last week.
It's crazy.
And
I
he
didn't
got
realize
hooked.
he's on 700.
He got fucking hooked.
So we've got the ladder predictor here that's coming up on the NRL. Let's predict a team.
Parramatta.
You reckon
Yeah.
Eels? What do you reckon, Lukey?
I think depends on the next 6 weeks with Footy Dean. Because he's going to come in and compete with Footy
These
Dean.
guys, these guys that I'm talking about, like these guys at Hawkins and all that, who are just sort of fitting into some teams because there's no one else fucking there. To be honest, that's what's going on. If Peasant's in your team, he's going head to head with these guys.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Like,
I would take
there's
him
a couple. There's
Depending on
halves
what
in there
contract
right now in some teams. They're only there because there's fucking injuries.
And Jason Wiles, Melbourne Storm.
He left in 2020. I already did that. I was looking at it this week for another hypothetical.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rolsey
He
was
went
at
to the Roosters.
Rolsey was at Money's wedding. Nah, he left originally in 20. He went to the Roosters, went back to Melbourne, and then as soon as he was having discussions with the Dragons originally, then they got rid of him.
Yeah, he was at the
He was
Roosters,
assistant 2016 to 28. Oh, he did return in 2020
Yeah, he did.
pre-season.
Returned
to the Roosters. You say?
to Melbourne.
Storm, yeah.
So he started at Melbourne, went to the Roosters for a stint. I think he was discussing potential spots. Roosters said, all right, if you're discussing, they let him go.
Yeah,
and then he went to Melbourne, and Melbourne said, you're discussing with other teams, and they let him go as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll continue, but I want to bring it back to
bring it back.
The
Go on,
mystery
bring it back.
Because the reason I was looking at Jason Riles and when he was at Melbourne, I was trying to figure out when he overlapped with Tino, because there's this mystery back row forward that Parramatta's looking at. So I was like, imagine that.
He'd be nice.
Well, I seen the chat around
I think we're after him too.
Riccio for Tino. Of course you are.
You didn't offer
Paying
him a
halves.
pub this time?
Yeah.
He's getting 4 pubs.
You're not getting a percentage of the pub. You can just have one. Pick your pub in
Lord,
Sydney.
he's just gone, what pub do you want?
Have
Watson's
the light
Bay?
brigade.
The locker room's always busy after
do you
games.
want
Go have
the-
that
do you
one.
want
I'd take the
Watson's
light
Bay?
brigade. If I could pick a laundry pub, I'm going the
Light
light
brigade?
brigade. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I used to like that.
Anyway, that's why I was looking up the Jason Rolls Storm.
I like Tino to Eels. I like that. I like Tino and Pezza to Eels.
Then you're building something.
I'm going to go
But did you see that Parramatta? There's a mystery back rower that's been linked to
Both of them all.
Parramatta. Is it both from all?
go for more. Riccio said something yesterday. He had an article, a post on socials yesterday saying that the both for more interest is not correct or whatever.
Right.
So that makes me think it's correct. Like if you are trying to sign, Uncle Gus knows how to play the game. So does Triple OG.
Well, Tino,
Knows how to play the game.
Tino, as an unofficial Parramatta ambassador, I would love you to come to the club.
Ooh, Tino.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, Tino.
He'd hate it out west. It's
Tino-
not Gympie or the Gold Coast.
Tino liked that
Melbourne.
post from Jimmy too, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and I mean, commented on it. I
Yeah.
think he gave him the thumbs up or something like that. So
You'd put a lot of money into getting Tino. A lot.
big time.
Anyway,
Great
bit of a
unit.
tangent.
Yeah,
That's what we're all
huge
about
tangent.
sometimes.
Yeah, we like a
Back
tangent.
to Tyron Wisher.
No, let's go to money. The money man. So complicating matters even more is Munster has been linked with a release from his final year of his contract, which finishes in 2027 with the Perth Bears on a monster deal, potentially worth 1.5 as the marquee signing. He's gone through all this already before, remember, with the Dolphins. The Storm are reluctant to let Munster go, but given his service to the club, they would likely not stand in his way if he wants a change of scenery. Now, I don't know who that's coming from. So
I think that they pushed back on that a day after.
Did they?
Yeah.
Who
Okay.
did?
The Storm.
No, yeah, of course they're going to shut all these things down, right? Like, why wouldn't you? Why would you even you wouldn't comment on anything with Munster? He's under contract and that's fucking it. Melbourne's going to pump everything down. Who cares?
Our man's a tough one. Our man is a tough one.
It's interesting. Like Jahrome and him have both knocked back huge.
Well, Money's done it
deals.
again. Like they've all copped losses, right? To
Yes.
win comps.
Yes.
So they better win a comp in the next 3 years.
fair.
So if they don't get a comp this year, next year, or the next, Money's got every right to go, look, I've given you everything, over 200 games, peak career, everything like that. Go sign fucking $2 million a year for Perth Bears. And they will happily go, thank you for your services. Because he's done everything for that club. He's already won 2 comps.
11 years he's been in the competition. He has never not missed a preliminary final.
Yes, fuck.
So he's never finished any worse than 4th in 11
So
years.
he doesn't want to play in any more prelims or grand finals
crazy.
if he
That's a
goes to
crazy
Perth.
start, eh? That's a crazy start. Money is... When did Money turn 30 last year? So Money would be 30, 31, 32...
He's got a heap in him, I reckon. Heap more games.
He's 30. He'll be 31 in September.
I look at him and go, you got 5 years in you easy and then reassess again.
Is that for Melbourne though, or is that
just
the big,
fuck? Oh
is it-
yeah,
You know what?
It's a different look when you're in another club getting pumped by 50 every week,
Yeah.
and you're not in every game. There's no more prelims. There's no more any of that fighting for final because that's what's going to happen when he goes over to Perth. He's just pretty much given up on. You're not giving up. You just know you're not going to be there at the end of the day.
Yeah. For as brave as the Dolphins have been this year,
You know,
3 years, they never got pumped. They had at the back end of the season when they had injuries, it got really tough for them. But they were competitive, way more competitive than
Remember
people
that
gave them
Roosters
credit for.
game early on?
Mate, they won the
they were
Roosters
good.
game. Their first ever game, they beat the Roosters.
Yeah.
So
And I think and that's me being nice. Perth comes in. I reckon they win 5 games max that first year because the comp will be all these top teams will be so good, and Perth's just going to get all these fucking. Hopefully a Munster. Hopefully it's going to be like the Dolphins. Hopefully, then you got
to get
Alice coach.
money to leave Melbourne, it's not 1.5. It's got
More
be
than
2.
that. It's
gotta
be close to 2.
He's going to be their marquee signing.
And the cap
Anyway.
would be likely able
Cap's
to do
gone
that.
up.
Apparently, managers have been
TV
fishing
deals.
around Perth for third-party deals already.
Yeah,
you know how
gotcha.
you got to go build the relationships and stuff like that?
Yeah, it makes sense. The last one, the last domino. So, We've talked. So who do you think in 2027? Who do you think will be the 7 and 6? Or will it? So
I reckon Hughes and fucking your man Wishart could play 6.
Do you reckon they'll lose both Money and Pezzett? Nah, they've got to keep 3 of them, don't they?
Oh, what in 2027?
Yeah. So they've got this year. They're there this
Still
year.
Money and Hughes.
I think if someone's going to leave next year, so let's read Wishart's one.
Yeah, okay.
So the Storm also have Tyron Wishart on their books. He'll vie with Pezzett to replace Hughes, who's got this shoulder injury. Yeah, Wishart has an option at the club's favour for 2026. Yeah. So I think Wishart's locked in. He's their Mr. Fix-It, and he's on and I'd imagine he'd be on a reasonable contract.
Yeah,
I think in 2026, either Munster or Pezzett.
I think Pezzett's gone.
Pezzett's gone.
I think he's the one who wants to go, right? He wants to go because he's Mr. Fix-It, Wishart. He just plays 14 easy. He can play 6, 7, 9, anywhere. And I think he enjoys that job, right? Where when you got a little youngster like Pezzett, he knows like, fuck, I want to play NRL. I want to give it a good crack. I want to be, at least give the opportunity to be a starter. I've done my apprenticeship down here. Like I'm ready to fucking go, right? And I think the Storm will go, thank you for your time. Go and get it.
Yeah.
How much of a factor is Bellamy just doing 1-year rolling contracts when you're having those conversations? Because I couldn't see Money playing at the Storm if Belly's like when
I think
that feels like when that parts potentially.
I've got to chat to him first. We'll talk about this and just make sure it's all. I'm pretty sure this wasn't a private conversation. It's something we had a chat about, but it was a huge part of him re-signing was like, Bell, what is
because there was rumours that Belly was going to. It was it. That
well,
was
for,
it.
For the last 3-4 years, he's.
Remember we were talking about the doco, and he was like, you got cameras following around, and then he ended up not retiring.
Yeah.
What's happening? Is it Last Dance or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be massive if I was a Munster and all these young players coming through. You know, he's arguably the best coach of all time. Him and Wayne sit up there.
Ivan's knocking on the door.
No, I'm just saying at the moment, like he's just
but I'm just saying he's knocking. He's hey boys, what's happening? Am I part of the can I be a part of the conversation?
I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like if you're down there, like and you're in Melbourne, I'm
just doing it for the Panthers fans.
He's that father figure for everybody and like the massive coach and big personality, and they love him so much. Like that's a big factor for some of these guys who only know him as a coach.
So 2026 is going to be Jahrome Hughes 7, Cameron Munster 6, Tyron Wishart 14, Jonah Pezzett, Parramatta.
Another tangent. Do you think it's sort of like when Alex Ferguson leaves Manchester United and they sort of fall apart when he leaves?
There's a big factor in that. That's why I think the Storm just keep going, here's another fucking 2 mil. Do you know what I mean? Like, because the cap doesn't come on the cap. The coaches, bang, here, whatever you're getting, whatever you want, just stay, because I reckon they'll be petrified of that. Proper.
Yeah,
he holds that fucking club together. He does, Bellamy. I know he's had great players underneath, fucking arguably some of the greatest players of all time, but he's a big factor in that.
For sure he is. Yeah, it'll be a huge job for whoever gets it, unless it's Billy.
That's true.
Billy's the only one.
Billy's the only one who will just Billy's the only one that you
have that same bring that.
Billy's
same
not David Moyes.
No. What's Ollie's name?
Who?
Ollie, that the bench. He was their super sub for the Man United. Ollie, he's got like a Dutch last name.
I can't
for
remember.
Man United. He was their manager for like 3 years. He was on.
The coach.
Yeah.
He's probably had the most success. Since. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I don't want to butcher
I know who you're talking about. He played for them, etc. Yeah. But David Moyes struggled heaps straight after Sir Alex.
All right.
Not silly either, Alex.
All right. Yeah. RLPA Player of the Month nominees. So this month's nominees are Blake Brayley of the Cronulla Sharks, Harry Grant of the Melbourne Storm, and Ko Weeks of the Canberra Raiders. The key stats for the 3 players in June, which includes round 18 to 21 and game 3 of Origin. Blake Brayley had 3 games, a try, 4 try assists, a line break, 8 tackle breaks, and an average of 42 tackles per game, 156 receipts, and 93 run meters per game. He's had a pretty good month, hasn't he? Blake Brayley. Baby Goat, Harry Grant, 4 games, including Origin 3, a try, 3 try assists, a line break, 3 tackle breaks, an average of 44 tackles, 118 receipts and 72 run meters. In Origin 3, Grant had a try, 4 tackle breaks, a line break, 56 tackles.
There's levels to shit, eh?
130
Harry
receipts.
Grant is a fucking goat,
Yep.
baby goat. And then and Brayley is no scrub. He's a fucking gun.
Yeah.
You just have a look at those two there. He's a level above everyone.
And with all due respect, and I don't want to get in the players' heads because I know they respect the show so much and they watch the show in order to put their votes in.
Of course.
Distant second, Harry Grant.
Oh, yeah.
Brayley, Grant doing it at Origin level, and we'll get to I've got something that I want to raise with you. A very New South Wales biased take on our top 3 this week. KO Weeks, he's had 3 games, 4 tries, 2 try assists, 3 line breaks, 7 tackle breaks. He's averaging 200 run meters per game. He's on fire at the back.
Yeah.
So when you think about a name that I tossed up, my 3-pointer didn't make it. So Blake Brayley deservedly got a whole heap of votes. I had 2 points for Harry. I thought he was awesome in Origin. And then obviously a couple of really big performances returning against the Knights and Roosters just recently on the weekend. KO Weeks has been unreal. But we've got on the panel New South Wales Blues ex-prop Aaron Woods. New South Wales Blues ex-centre and great Josh Morris.
Love J-Moz.
James Graham has adopted New South Wales as his home since arriving here. And
Fully.
Dean Hullatow, who played for the New Zealand Kiwis, went to school Westfield Sports. I think his allegiances are towards New South Wales. They left my man, Tommy Dearden, who
That's
was
disgusting.
the Wally Lewis Medal winner, man of the match for Game 3, blitzed the Dragons, was brave against your Dogs.
Oh, mate, I can't. He's easily the best. He's easily the best player in the last month. Tom
I
Dearden.
am devastated
Tom
with my
Dearden
nominations.
in my head. I don't give a fuck about these two.
Shout out to the other
Harry
three.
Grant's had a great month, and KO Weeks in my head.
Do you think
Not
there's a
sure
little bit
about
of
Blake Brayley
Do
there.
you think there's a little bit of New South Wales bias there, leaving my man?
100%.
Not one vote from anyone else.
That's
for
terrible.
Tommy Dearden.
Come on, boys. Tom Dearden has clearly been the best player in the last month. Clearly, if you think about it.
Nathan,
Clearly.
Jet.
Ivan. Fucking Ivan. Ivan clearly the best. And I don't think these guys, Harry Grant and KO, and it would have been Tommy Dearden for me. My top 3.
Yep.
That clearly sticks
Anyway, Tommy's not a part of it. Tommy will win
Sucked
a
in.
number
Tommy
of.
won enough anyway.
Tommy,
Get out.
He's won a couple of medals and awards this month, so he'll be
polishing
right.
his wallet.
You've had enough, mate.
Yeah, he's
polish your Wally Lewis medal.
He's like,
Fucking
what
chill
was that,
out.
boys? Player of the month.
What'd you do?
July. Kitties.
Shut up.
All right, let's get to the games for this weekend, Mace. Kicking it off tonight, Eels vs Storm, Thursday, 7:50 p.m, Combank Stadium. Jason Riles has gone with the same 17 that stunned the Broncos, mate. But lurking in the reserves, let's see if he's still there, because this is the only game that we do have the updated.
Dill?
No, Dill's 18th.
Yeah.
It is Kelma Tuolangi. Is he still there? No. So Kelma, because the reason I thought Kelma was important was that he's back from suspension.
Yeah.
But Jason Riles has rewarded the guys that have done well since he's been out. So shout out to the young forwards. Let's name a few.
Yeah, they've been going
These
hard.
guys don't get enough shout. Charlie Geimer.
Guyman's
big fan.
been going hard.
Luca Moretti, Dury, and Tui Vaiati. Big futures at the club. These guys are just toilers. They're Jason Riles guys, and they've been rewarded. Shout out to Charlie Geimer. He started. I remember when I met him in the preseason, there was huge raps on him, and they were talking about, watch out for him. He's going to have a big year. He got dropped back to New South Wales for about a month, and now he's back in the starting lineup. So he's worked hard. So shout out to Charlie Geimer. For the Storm, they get Money back, Pappy back. So Tyrone Wishup will stay in the halves. He filled in for Money last week, but he stays in there for Hughesy this week. And with Pappy's return, Nick Mandy goes back to the centres, Grant Anderson to the wing, Tui Kamakamitha starts at lock, with Trent Liero being rested.
He's been playing big minutes, man.
Jonah Pezzett is the new face on the bench. So lurking.
Interesting.
You know who's been good for him the last couple of weeks? Joe Chan.
Yeah, he has in the centres.
Man, back row centres.
Yeah, he's been playing centres, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has been playing
Yeah.
centres, yeah. Well, last week he coming off the bench to play centres when Grant Anderson
Yeah.
went in.
I think he started last week.
He's been in the system now for 3 years, did a stint over at Catalan Dragons.
Coming along all right.
There's something there with Joe.
Is he a back row or is he a centre?
I think his best position is back row,
Yeah.
but I think he can lock in super sub 17 for him.
Yeah, okay.
Make sure he's a part of every team moving forward.
Well, Parramatta massive underdogs at $3.35 at tab. Melbourne are the favourites at $1.33.
Try and guess the start. Ooh, so it's given away with the odds. I'm going to say 8.5.
9.5.
Damn it, I was going to say 9.5, but it's opposite. It's pretty easy to do that, mate, when you know the odds.
Yeah, I'm just like, Storm. But when you said the Storm, like with the rain on the night games, all this sort of shit, like, come on. That's surely he's not bothering them. They're made for this shit. They used to be made for these games.
Yeah, they used to be. They're repeat offenders.
It's so
this year.
weird.
Yeah.
I'm not believing in that bullshit. I reckon Storm get them easy.
Long kicking game with Mitch Moses in the wet, play percentage, competing in the air.
This will be a yuck game to
Give
play.
me 9.5 the Eels.
Yeah, I reckon too.
Give me 9.5
Yeah.
the Eels.
Storm ain't going to pump them.
Yeah.
They always score like a late try
Just keep
against
forgetting
us. Like
that
Harry
Moses-
Grant, little
Sean
under
Lowe.
the post.
Keep forgetting that
He's done that
fucking,
before.
Harry Grant's a show and go specialist.
Moses
against
is
us.
playing and he can just, your kicking game simply keeps you in the game.
Yeah.
And your middles just have to work their asses off. And they've got those players out there. So they're going to be in the game. But you're right. Storm will just get you in like back ends of the halves and make it could blow out 24-6 or something like that.
Yeah,
where
it'll
the
be
game,
like 12-18
Yeah,
for
it'll be-
ages, and then it'll
yeah.
be like 32-12.
yeah, something like that. Or the Eels could fucking go again.
Imagine we're
They
just
don't
like
give
the
it- they
habit.
go
You know,
again.
there's always that one team that comes in late and just calls
This
us
is the
hazard.
Yes,
Eels.
Eels
This
could be
is-
the
This
team.
is what's going on. I would not be shocked if I'm sitting here on Monday going, fuck. They got him. They got Storm.
Mate,
They
we-
outstormed the Storm.
Outstormed.
Because when did we play them earlier in the season? Was that one of the floggings that we
Yes.
had?
66-0.
But
That's
that
in
was-
the first round.
What was it?
Yeah, it was a daytime game in
Sunday
Amy Park.
afternoon.
Beautiful, perfect day.
Sunday afternoon.
And this will be a get-back game. You don't forget about that team that pumped you, like mocked you. You know what I mean? And
I think
rumors that like they let up.
It was the first game of the season.
First game 66. Yeah. They let up and they didn't want to put like 90 on you. Because like Bellamy likes Rolsey because they're mates. He said he just turned the There's all the these are all rumors. These are all rumors. Like he just turned the dogs down.
You're on an Eels roller coaster this year. You go through moments and you're
can't
like,
tell
oh,
if
they're
you're
okay.
I'm
I
like,
sort of
Eels.
like them.
I
And you're
like Rolsey. That's
pump
why
by
he's my
90.
mate. If it was fucking Rolsey wasn't there, you get a lot more. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the Warriors versus Dolphins Friday, 6 p.m. That's our time, 8 p.m. local time at Go Media Stadium. So
90.
Tamati Martin takes over at 5'8". Chanel Harris-Tavita, his calf, he's missing with a calf injury. Dimitri Ovai-Mo'unga starts in the front row in the absence of James Fisher-Harris. He's also nursing a calf injury. Yeah. Wade Egan is in concussion protocol. So Sam Healy, he's a solid backup. I like Sam Healy. And Tane Tuiapiki comes onto the bench.
Damn.
As for the Dolphins, they get Cody Nikorima back, Felice Kafusi, and Mark Nichols. Jake Averillo goes back to the wing, and Orblix Torfa, with the best name in the competition right now, he goes back to the bench. I like him. He's a goer.
Orblix.
He is a goer.
The Warriors are just, they're running out of troops,
Far
man.
out, man.
They're running out of troops. Dimitri Ovai-Mo'unga, he got injured last week too with a lower leg sort of injury. And so I'm thinking he ain't going to be 100%. He'll be good enough to play.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if he's good enough to start and get through massive minutes. Hopefully he does. But like they're just getting busted up. It's just this is where you got to credit teams like Penrith in the last 4 or 5 years to have a full deck of cards for these big runs, and they're doing it again, right? The Warriors are simply just running out of troops. And I just think the Dolphins get them because I think they're going over there with so much confidence.
I would assume Dolphins would be slight favourites with the ins for the Dolphins and outs for the Warriors, Lukey. So I'm thinking $1.75 to $2.10.
Close, 230 Warriors, $1.62 the Dolphins.
Wow.
The line is 3.5.
I think that's disrespectful to the Wars.
So disrespectful. They've still got a great system there, and they'll be working their asses off. But, Wade Egan is clearly been one of their best and starts a lot of their momentum in the middle. You know what I mean? Like he's running, with
Chanel.
losing him is massive.
Fish.
It's done, man.
Mitch
The
Barnett.
dream's over. The dream's over, Waz fan.
One for the punters out there for me.
Some Waz fans, they're going to win this game and they're going to clip
Dream's
that
over.
up. Did you hear that?
The dream's over.
Dream's over, Waz fans. They're going to win this game now off the back of
The
that.
Clippers on TikTok are sitting there just
they're gonna clip
salivating.
I can see it now.
Say hi to
I'm
them.
on the Waz for that comment. Go. No, Dolphins are my team.
Dream's over.
I've been a Dolphins lover from the start. Go
I
back
love
and
the
watch
fins.
it.
Up the fins.
Yeah, fins
Fins
up.
up. Up the fins.
Fins up, but I feel like something.
Yeah, all right.
With the
Yeah.
line, the line, when it's not $1.90 each, and like, does that mean they've just taken more money on the unders, like on
Say
the
that
start?
again, please.
So if it's instead it's $1.90, it's
Yeah.
like $1.85,
Oh yes, yeah.
They've just taken more money.
So that means something's been hit. Like so, yeah. Whatever the $1.85 is, that's where the punters have been going towards.
Right.
So what's that? Who have they been going towards? The Waz?
Dolphins with minus the line.
Oh, minus the line. Yeah, it's a weird line, the 3.5, because it's right on 4 points. Like
Yeah.
it's the try. So when it's one of those weird numbers, whereas like the 4.5, I think is the more ideal number to hit, like 4 or 6, because yeah, it's a full try. So 3.5.
We're using the next
Who do you
game.
reckon will win this? Who do you reckon? The Warriors or Dolphins?
I think Dolphins, just with the players they're getting back, Cody Nikorima and Felice, 2 huge ins.
Big ones, yeah. And just because of their outs, if you still had Wade Egan and Fisher Harris,
Yeah.
that's your fucking your staple right in the middle. They've been running your whole team. Chanel Harris, Tavita,
Yeah.
like they're big name players and they run it. They run the team. The second half of the team, right? These are the guys that you had to step up for Mitch Barnett and all these other guys. Like now they're fucking depleted again. They just run out of troops, man. They've run out of troops.
Yeah.
Is this your multi?
Yep.
Ooh.
Before we get to it, I will just get it. There we go. Nice and easy this week. Nice and easy. All right, we've got the Broncos versus Rabbitohs Friday, 8 p.m. at Suncorp Stadium. I'm thinking I sent a training session with the Gold Coast Titans on socials. Maybe they don't have the weather that we've got down here at the moment. It is raining in Sydney for people back home in New Zealand, but hopefully
dog
it
shit
is dry up there tomorrow night. What do we
It
think?
is raining.
Anyway, I'll stick to my
45% chance.
45%. All right, for the Broncos, Selwyn Cobbo, as expected, Mace. I caught it, right?
Yeah.
Katapani, you can't miss the jump on that when you are
Good call.
when you are a young player, a less talented player, you have to make sure you're in those positions. And I knew it was going to cost him. But also, Jesse Arthurs, he's made way as well. So you've got Selwyn Cobbo on one wing, Dean Mariner on the other wing.
Oh, he hasn't fucked around. Jesse Arthur's been one of their best.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Paint a picture.
This
He's in
is
Queensland.
they're all saying everyone was upset that they didn't release him to the Dolphins early.
Yeah.
They need him.
Yeah, no, there's no way it made sense to let go of a talented player like Selwyn Cobbo.
Come back by you.
By the way, I sent a clip of him talking in Queensland Cup throughout the week. Just interviewed really well. Good on him.
good.
Like, I'm glad.
I want to see him finish the year
Same.
at fucking and dominate. He's
Yep.
too good a player to finish his career in fucking reserve grade. Kids want a couple of years ago be one of the first picked in your back 5.
Yep.
Come on, man.
All right, the Rabbitohs, Jack Whiten was found guilty of that grade 2 shoulder charge. So that is 4 matches
What?
for Jack.
That was a very awkward tackle, but fucking 4 games.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh. It's the loading as well and fighting. Bailey Bentley Harpy returns on the wing. Jamie Humphries from concussion. So the shoulder injury to Tavita Totola sees Jairo moves to prop. Jacob Host in the back row. Tom Fletcher joins the bench on NRL debut. And Lewis Dodd and Tyrone Munro have been dropped to the reserves. Jeez, he had a rough night.
right,
Tyrone
yeah.
Munro, didn't he? Dropped about 3 or 4 of the best.
Cold. Wasn't there.
Nah. And it was just like early.
Just
it was like
catch.
Marky Mark at the start of the year where he was just like,
Just rattled.
yeah.
The yips.
Yeah, he got the yips.
Another
Got
one.
The yips heavy.
Rabbitohs ran out of troops.
Yep.
You know, like they've look at them. Look at the amount of injuries. You read them to me earlier today, and I was just like, "Holy shit!" There's like 10 starters out.
They have 14 players injured and 10 of them are starters.
Yeah. Well,
So with that in mind, you think the humbling that they got from the Parramatta Eels at home is going to serve them well this week? You'd have to think so, right? So I'm going to go to the Brisbane Broncos, and it's not a part of the multi to win, but I'm just going to take 3 tries from the Broncos players.
Yeah.
I think Walshy scores. I think he thinks run first this week after a few errors last week. Ezra Mam, he's always a Suncorp specialist.
damn.
And I'm going to attack that edge just because there's so many troops out for a bit of value, we're chucking in Brendan Piacuda.
Yeah,
so I want anything in and around Ezra, Brendan, and Reese on that left edge for the
Yeah, I
Broncos.
like that.
There you go. We'll have South at $5.50, the Bronx at $1.15, and the Lion is 18.5.
I don't think it was. Suncorp Stadium looks dog shit. You see it last week?
Yeah.
It just looked slow and like really slippery. So some of the players just didn't look like they couldn't get out of the blocks. It looked like for some of the Broncos players, even the Parramatta team. So I think Suncorp doesn't look its best. Heap of slippage, but
Who does that
must be
favour then? That favours the sloppy game from the Rabbitohs then?
Yeah, like Rabbitohs will
So
be.
what was the
they'll
start
be
again?
there.
18.5.
18, 3 tries, 3 converted tries.
Yeah, they can make
There's
it
too many-
yuck, the Rabbits.
There's too many troops
Expect
out.
the Broncos to fucking put one on, especially from what they did last week.
Wayne going back to Brisbane,
Yeah,
fighting
they'll
for
be
the
up.
spoon.
They'll be up for this. Like that. I don't care what
Fighting to
team.
avoid the spoon,
I don't
sorry.
give a fuck what team is in that Rabbitohs team. What players you are in there for a whole different purpose. Fucking, you don't want the spoon. Wayne's never got the fucking spoon.
Yeah. A couple of these guys are fighting for their careers
This is
as well.
his biggest losing streak in the history of his fucking 1,000 games he's coached.
Trappy.
Yeah, and the
potentially
Bronx, like, you know, who's saying that Bronx can just bounce back like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. They should. This is a team on paper that should be top 4.
All right, on paper, this looks like a victory for the Panthers, but I think this is a bit trappy, like I said at the start of the game. Titans versus Panthers, Saturday, 3 p.m. at Seabus Super Stadium. Verrills is back. He takes over at hooker from Chris Randall, who's out with concussion. Tom Weaver comes onto the bench, and Sean Mullaney is suspended. As for the Panthers, Liam Martin has been named to start. He came off the bench last week in his return from a wrist injury. So Isaiah Papali'i, at this stage, slides back to the bench, but I wouldn't be surprised if Isaiah stays in maybe the front row.
Yep.
Ivan mixes his rotations up really nicely and changes quite often before games. I've got a multi for this game as well, Lukey, but before we get to that, what are the odds for this game?
The odds, we've got Gold Coast $4.30 with Tab, $1.22 to Penrith. The line is 13.5.
Yeah, 13.5. Even though I think this can be tricky for the Panthers, I think the Panthers need to have strong performances in the next couple of weeks against teams that they're expected to win, because they don't want to leave any. I think it'll be a professional performance.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to put it, because they've got 3 huge games coming up after next week against top 4 teams. So they need to make sure that they not only win, but when we're looking at the top 4, for for and against and all that sort of stuff, and even for for and against doesn't matter as much as because they got that draw.
It'll be a defensive clinic, I reckon.
Yeah.
The Panthers will put one of those on where the Titans won't stop trying, which they don't anyway, but like the Panthers will just keep repelling, and use this as like a proper little game to get into the next 3 weeks
Yep.
and finish that year off. So
Weather the storm counter is the way I expect what the Panthers are going to do. I think they're going to be, it's going to be a professional performance. I've got 3 try scorers for the Panthers. I've got Bizza, Brian Toto, who's been pretty quiet the last couple of weeks.
banged up, man.
The left has been having a lot of joy. Milky Jenkins, Casey McLean and the like. I think Bizza can cross for one. Dylan Edwards, he's just been putting up Dylan Edwards numbers of late. He's back. He looks like he's back to full fitness.
They all do.
Blaze Talangi, X Factor, pushing through the middle, creating some space. Whether Nathan creates it on the right, I think he can be thereabouts through the middle of the field. Brian Toto, Dylan Edwards, Blaze Talangi, $14.
Nice.
Anytime try scores.
Yeah. Panthers, they just should, they're too good a team to let this one slip. And Titans are going to come throwing with everything. They're just going to be in the same position as the Rabbits. You know what I mean? So they need that game.
Dragons versus the Raiders, 5:30 p.m. at Wynn Stadium. Just the one change for Flano, with Michael Mollo coming into the starting side in place of Jaden Sewer. He's got a knee injury, so Hame Sally has been added to the bench. As for the Raiders, Seb Chris concussion, he's back. So Simi Sasangi reverts to the bench, and Noel Martin goes to the reserves. Odds, Lukey, for this game?
Odds $3 for St. George, $1.40 for Canberra, and Tab have the line at 7.5.
Wynn
I
Stadium.
was looking at that then. I was like, Wynn Stadium. I don't care who they play. This is going to be hard.
Dragons gave them a crackdown at Canberra about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yep.
Remember the Moses Sully forward pass, which Flano...
This will be a hard game, man. This will show with the Raiders are like I think they're proper contenders anyway, but they got to beat these teams You know, and I think every top 4 team, top 6, it's all defensive principles. Just get your defense right. The points will come.
10-game streak, I think they're on at the moment, the Raiders.
Yeah, it's it's amazing. But like all you're thinking about is defense now because their attack is unreal, the Raiders.
What have we been talking about with a couple of other teams above, like the health? Seb Chris, I think Savelio Tamale is the only starting member of their best 17 that's not out. Oh, no, Matty Nicholson's out as well. So I don't want to... He would definitely be a part of their 17, I reckon.
Yeah. Be hard for him to come back now and put him straight in.
Seb Chris is... Oh, Albert Hopewadi would have been thereabouts, but I think Tamale beat him out.
Tamale's, he's the guy. Is he coming back?
Around 26, they're saying that he's a chance to get back for. So just
shows you a good team. You haven't really noticed those guys being out.
Yeah.
They went out. They went on a 10-gamer.
Simi Sasangi does such a good job when he gets pushed out wide if need be, doesn't he? I think the Raiders smack them.
Surely. I think it'll be hard. It'll be a tough game because it's just at 5:30 on a Saturday, raining, absolute awful weather. Yeah. But that's Raiders weather, right?
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be cold for them.
I think
the Raiders get it, but be like 1-12.
I think Raiders get their shit together and they put on a score. We'll see what happens.
All right, be hard to score this weekend, I reckon.
Yeah. Seagulls versus Roosters Saturday, 7:35 p.m. at 4 Pines Park. Corey Waddell comes in for Hamoli Olakawatu. He's out for the season. Jake Simpkin returns from concussion protocols. He's on the bench. So is Tommy Talau for his first game since round 18. As for the Roosters, they get Billy Smith and Hugo Savala both back. Ethan King moves to 18th man. Sandon Smith is in concussion protocols. Salisi Fiketti and Spencer Leniu go back to the bench after being late changes to start last week, or Spencer was anyway. Benaya Ayalu has displaced Zach Docker-Clay on the bench. Victor Radley is lurking thereabouts in the reserves to return from
What is the Roosters coming?
Sorry,
10th. Okay, I think it was when we on Monday.
This is a must-win game.
Yeah.
For 9th versus 10th. So the Roosters have been in this position twice in the last 3 weeks. They had the Sharks. They were 9th and 10th with the Sharks, and then the Sharks went up and they obviously dropped back. I was going to say they're clear of the Cowboys, but if the Cowboys jump the Sharks, then that opens that right back up again. Must win. Got
to win.
So
Roosters.
good. These games, they're all meaningful.
It's important for the points differential as well.
Where is the points differential?
22 for Seagulls, 4 for Roosters. So
very important. Yeah. This is a 4-point game. Considering everything at 4 Pines Park.
I've got the bye.
A 4-point game at 4 Pines Park.
One of them has another Marcus and one of them doesn't. Is that right?
Say that again.
One of them has another Marcus before the end of the year, or is that
where are the buys there? No, they've all had their buys. Cowboys got a buy up their sleeve. Tigers do. Knights do. Rabbitohs do. Not going to help any of those teams. Sharks and the Raiders still have a buy.
Oh, the Raiders still got one.
They're home from my premiership.
Yeah.
They're home.
Roosters get this one. Surely. I know it's hard. It's an arsehole of a game playing there Saturday.
It's the tightest game of the round for the bookies. Tabba got $1.80 Manly, $2 the Roosters. The line is 1.5.
Manly win.
Yeah?
Yeah, Manly win.
Jez going to the new destination. We'll play
allegedly.
Allegedly. Did you see? I heard Turbo talking about it on the presser. Yeah, just like, if he's playing against his new team, he'll want to play well for us. Typical Turbo answer.
Yeah. Plenty in it.
There's plenty in it if he's saying it, and it must be like. It must be known at Manly that he's fucking
because he's saying, we don't know what he's doing yet, but if he is going up against the
taking a Mickey, he's taking a Mickey.
Yeah. Who cares? I think the Roosters got to get this if they think they're going to even have a chance for the 8.
What was the group chat? We're in a group chat and Aiden Guerrero's in it for a fantasy, and there was a Roosters digging it the other day. Just make sure it's...
NFL one?
Yeah. Which one like it was? Oh, yeah, no, I can't.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because the lead up clip to it.
1-12, I reckon.
It's a group chat thing.
Yeah.
1-12, they get it. Roosters. Big close one, I reckon.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close. Yeah,
Sammy Walker versus Ches.
Sammy versus Ches.
This won't be that bad a game.
No, I reckon this will be a good game.
Yeah, everything's there's a lot of meaning behind these.
For sure, there will be. I reckon there's going to be a little bit more meaning in the next game.
Let's just look at
I
that.
think so.
I was thinking that should be your segue, and I didn't even know. It's like, holy shit.
That's an assist. I'll give you. That's an assist for me on that one. Segueing. There's a little bit more feeling in this game. The West Tigers versus the Bulldogs, Sunday, 2 p.m. Combank Stadium. So, Jahrome Bullott returns after 5 games out with a hammy. Taruva goes back to the wing. Tui Tupo makes way. Back row Samuela Fainu is also back, which sees Tony Suka revert to the bench. Royce Hunt has been added to the bench for his first game in a minute, and Jack Bird is out. So with the Bulldogs, Connor Tracy, he looks like he's going to miss at least 3 to 4 weeks, so that's a huge out for you guys. Yeah. He's been playing awesome. Karaz, he's missed a fix-it in the back line. He goes to fullback, and Jethro Rinakama comes in on the wing. Mace, this is Lockie Galvin.
It's the Galvin game, isn't it?
This is the Galvin game.
The Galvin Cup.
The Galvin
Lockie
Cup.
Galvin Cup.
It's gone from the Aaron Woods to the Moses and Vi to the Josh Reynolds to the Lockie Galvin Cup.
Yeah, a couple of Bulldogs Tigers greats. Amongst
I saw like Jahrome Luai's.
I was going to say, have you seen the press conference?
Dean Hallertau?
That was pretty funny.
Have you seen the press conference of Jahrome?
Yeah, so good.
The end?
He's so good.
He just laughs.
Yeah.
What was he supposed to say? I thought he handled it so good.
Wish him all the best.
Wish him all the best.
And, what did he say? Am I supposed to?
Am I supposed to?
Am I supposed to?
Fuck, he's the best.
But what does he swear? Exactly. Have you contacted him? Why the fuck would I?
The eyeballs.
Huh?
The NDA through the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Should I have? Like, no, not a chance. But they got their little clickbait there. Of course, this is going to be hard for Lockie Galvin. You're going to be booing him. Like, this is what you expect.
I'm calling this game at SEN too.
It'll be so
and
good.
It's a Combank too.
Yeah.
Good stadium to call that.
West Tigers fans aren't that brutal. And it's not at Leichhardt, you know what I mean?
What'd you say?
It's not that brutal.
West Tigers fans
Fans aren't that brutal.
You don't think they're going to be brutal to Lockie?
Oh, no, they will, but I'm just saying. I was just like, what can you do? Like, he's going to cop a few boos and everything like that, but fucking who cares?
Yeah.
I don't think anything like that's going to faze him. It's more the opposition. West Tigers need to fucking show up here because he's going to be pretty protected there. He's in between Jacob Preston.
He's on a good
and
edge.
Fucking Stephen Crichton, right? Just try and get at him.
Is this the first time they've played the Bulldogs this year? Is it?
It is, yeah.
Because I haven't seen Critter versus Jerome yet.
No, this is the first time because when he first transferred, I looked at the draw and I was like, oh, round 22, this is going to be spicy.
Interesting when he gets, because he'll be attacking down that edge, Jerome, and I think hopefully he gets one-on-one with him and fucking just goes at him like a back rower. I expect that because he's the only one who's probably going to get at him. Him and Fainu, Samuela, if he's playing left side back row, you got to try and isolate him one-on-one if you can. Otherwise, you're not going to get at him. Like, it's not like the old days where you can fucking really come in and...
But can they make it like the old days?
Yeah, I would like to see that. You know what I mean? As I said, like a lot of these guys are protected now and you can't get at them, right? Like other forwards can just fucking drop knees in and cheap little things and fight and shoulder charge and you'd really feel it.
Who's reffing this one?
Oh, that's a good shout, Lukey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
White Raymond.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Grant Atkins' senior review.
Like, what the fuck are they going to do? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are they going to do? Like, if you're
a little like in the ruck, little in his
it's
ear
just going to be
stuff.
little things like there's no fear factor in the game anymore. If it was like,
it's a good shout on the referee. White Raymond. He's very uptight. He's a very uptight. I think he's a good young ascending ref. Like he's been around for a while now, but he gets a little bit uptight.
This would have been with some of the moments you're trying to say.
This would have been Atkins should have been reffing this game because he would have been able to deal
a little bit, right?
Yeah, he's like he can communicate with captains and just understand the feeling of it.
Be niggly. It'll be niggly because of the fact that Jerome is opposite him. You know what I mean? He's going to be attacking our right edge all the time. And I'd love to see that. Like, you know, that's what I want to see because he's been, you know, they've been looking at Luai for this game and like Galvin for this. It's like they get to go head to head. That's what I want to see. But like, I just don't think Galvin is going to go into the game going, oh, fuck, I'm so scared. Like,
well, no one does.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you were fucking playing 20 years ago, someone would try and take your fucking head off.
If you were on, that's probably a bad question because you're Bulldogs, but if you were the Tigers players in 20 years ago and Lockie makes a decision like that, would you be
try and kill him?
Would you be keen to get after him?
I'm fucking telling you, but I'm saying, like, what do you do now? You can't really go after him without costing your team a massive thing. If you want it, you would want to fucking kill Lachlan Galvin if you were in that team. I would, if he did that to me or whatever, you would want to kill him. But you can't do shit.
You can't kick pressure.
Is anyone,
Nothing. You can't touch a 7. If he was in the middle, fucking fair play. He's going to have to go and fucking earn it. But he plays on an edge, defends on an edge. Good luck trying to waste your energy trying to get at him, right? Or if he gets the ball, like if you come in late, you're going to cost your team a penalty. Like there's so many factors. It's like, it's a fucking waste of time. It's, of course, it's going to build. This would be the most watched Sunday fucking 2 p.m. game of the whole year.
Because I'm calling.
You're calling, and it's fucking, and Galvin made the switch up, right? They're the main reasons. But I'm like, I look at this game and I was like, of course they're going to talk this game up like they're going to do something. But like, what are you going to do? You can't do
great
shit.
Theatre.
Fucking nothing.
I reckon there's going to be some chipping at least from Jahrome.
Mate, that's all that's going to happen.
So I've got a multi for this game, and you're going to like my multi because it makes sense. There's going to be so much drama on that edge that I'm staying away from it.
Ooh.
Go the other one.
I'm going away. And I thought Matty Burton played his best game of the season on the weekend. So, like I said, I've gone all teams that I think should get the wins and are have top 4 aspirations. So I've gone your left edge, mate. I've gone Viliami Kikau. Yeah. I've gone Matt Burton, and I've gone Bronson Sherry. I think the right edge for the Bulldogs and the left edge for the Tigers are going to cancel each other out. I think there's going to be so much drama around there. I don't want anything to do with tries. I'm on the other edge. I think
there's drama.
I think Matty Burton. He had 20 carries for like 180 meters. Or something.
He's put together a good month too.
Yeah.
Oh, Matty Burton.
Yeah, Matty Burton.
Running. When he pins it, how quick he is, man. Like when he run that.
So strong. He's 6'2", 6'3". He's my height.
Yeah, he's a big boy, mate. He's a big boy. And that's the thing. Another thing with the Bulldogs, how tight they are as a group. They'll be fucking. You got to back your boy up, man. He's your 7. No, I would love to see that. That's what I want to see. Like, because he's going to get cheap shotted, he's going to get hit late, all that sort of shit.
Who's critter backing?
I want to see all our boys, come in. Right?
Who's critter backing if there's a little step?
Yeah, well, I think critter just grabs fucking Jahrome by the fucking throat.
No, he won't. He'll break it up.
No, just break. Of course, it's going to be a breakup. No one's coming in there swinging. He'll be because he knows what Romy's like.
But what if? Let's play hypotheticals.
He'll be into him so good.
Jahrome gets in a push and shove with him.
This is going to happen
because this is Jahrome.
Going to happen.
This is Jahrome 101.
This is going to happen.
He's going to unsettle him. He's going to check him.
Yeah.
There's going to be some push and shove. There might be a little pull of a jersey and critters thereabouts.
Just says, stop it.
Stop it, guys.
Fucking stop it, Romy. Stop it. Because I don't think Lockie takes me as a confrontational person, a dirty player, an aggressive player.
Kids I've ever met.
Who's that?
Lockie.
He's a good kid, I'm just saying. But like this other kid, the man over there, Jahrome Luai.
Well, that's why I find
he's
it so
about
intriguing.
it, right? And I'm just like, this is going to be interesting to see the rest of the edge. Like, what's Jacob Preston going to do? What's Max King going to do? What's all our middles going to do when he gets hit late? Because they're the ones that are going to be covering over. They just fucking get in there and protect.
What's Taylor May going to do?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They're
what's
all going
Terrell May going to do?
This is going to be.
What's Sania Taruva going to do?
That's what I'm not even worried about. The Galvin thing, right? It's what's everyone else going to do. That's how you'll see how much they love him, right? As a 7. If you get hit down, some 7s get hit. You see some middles do nothing because they got no fucking respect for you.
I tell you, I'd love
Walk
to see
straight
Reedy
over you.
get amongst it. Just little
fucking
Reedy,
left,
just
right.
pissing cunts off.
Who's that? Yeah.
Reedy.
Yeah, he'd be
Reedy.
the fucking
Bring back
number
a bit
one
of that.
person who jump in first to kick it all
yeah.
off. But I think Reedy'd be like, maybe I shouldn't do it because I've been doing it a fucking fair bit.
Yeah.
But I don't think he can help it because he'd be one of those guys who will protect this Lachlan Galvin kid because he's 19 fucking years old. The amount of shit that he's copped, deserved so or undeserved, I don't give a fuck. But like, he's got to deal with this now.
You know he's going to get into it. I'm looking at another name that we haven't talked about.
Who?
The weak gutted's going to be thereabouts. The weak gutted's going to be in there.
Royce Hunt will have him on the ground.
You got to go
Higher up.
Yeah. Go, you just got some of that.
Nah, it's worse.
Is it
Look
from
at
the hoodie?
camera.
Yeah, it's from the hoodie. Yeah.
From the Dallas hood?
Now it's on your... Let's go. Let's go.
It's all
Is
good.
it off?
Yeah.
Weak gutted's going to have something to say. Reed definitely.
Max King come just swinging in with his Bible.
Maxi and Twelve will cancel each other out by being heaps nice to each other.
They're not fucking...
Twelve and that will go, they're nice guys. Yeah, they're not about
Cool, dude. Get a coffee after the game.
Dewey will get amongst it. Safefarth will definitely... Safefarth will be in there.
Safefarth's a grub. Not a grub like that. I'm like, he loves it.
Yeah, good grub.
20 years ago, he'd be in fights every single week.
Yeah. Yeah, say fast about it. He's gonna have to he's gonna have to sprint from the right edge though to get involved.
He will.
So he could get 10. Yeah. I'm looking at guys. So here's how it's going to happen.
All right, yeah.
Here's how
Who's
it's going to
get 10?
So Jarome's going to put kick pressure on Lockie Galvin, push him while he's on the ground. That's how it's going to start.
Keep going with it.
Critter's going to see it and go, come on, Romey.
Stop it.
Come on, stop it. Taylor's going to come running over and push Critter out of respect for his OG. For his OG, right? And then there's just going to be, and then that's where the chaos is going to start.
Melee, Francis.
So it's going to be a May Day on Sunday. Terrell's going to come over because Taylor's involved. And then Reed Marnie's going to see red, and that red is going to be Safath. Yeah. And those two are going to get sent for 10.
Yeah. All right, that's good.
I like
Does that work?
Reedy gone for 10.
Yeah, Reedy's going to see red. Reedy's going to see red. And he thinks it's going to be the melee, but it's actually going to be Safath.
Safath's already on his bike.
It's the red hair screaming across from the right edge. Those two are going to take it way too far, and they're going to get sent for 10.
Your fourth and then that's the chat. You come in fourth man. Yeah. Get off.
Yeah. Seventh and eighth man in, you're gone.
You can't. How long did it take you to get in there so far? Jesus.
It's going to be a good Sunday footy.
Anyway, it's going to be good. Hopefully, get this out of the way. Play your footy. This will be all fair football, man. You know
get it out of the way nice and early.
Fucking, Lockie, get the ball off the kickoff and just fucking let him wow you. Imagine that he just calls Max King. Get away, Max King. I got this. Or it's the kickoff. He catches. Dummy, straight at fucking Luai. Oh, I'd love to see that, Lockie. You go up 5 notches in my belt.
For everyone, if he did that.
Yeah, if he dummied and just went straight there, all right, take care of it. Let's get it over with.
Every hater he had during this period would go.
You just sit back and applaud.
Yeah.
All the Tigers fans,
the whole of just claps.
Because everybody just wants
Tigers fans would go fair. Yeah. Well done.
Because all you really want is a decent crack at him, right?
Yeah.
If you're Luai, you're like, just fucking run at me and end it.
Give me a go.
Do you know what I mean? That's where Middles is different. When I left the Bulldogs, right, it was fucking huge. Having to get the second touch, right? It wasn't a big deal.
Did you not have the kickoff in that one too? Did you? Did you receive the kickoff or did you just kick off?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think Ogre took the fucking first kickoff.
Did he go to the Roosters with you as well? In the same
year? 8 miles, yeah.
All in the same year?
Brave.
I thought you went first and then those two come after.
No. So we were pretty protected. I was pretty protected in that game. And we won, right? And I scored 2 tries.
And Lockie Galvin double?
Yeah, so Lockie Galvin, see if you can better that. And man of the match.
Galvin's surely
and man of the match.
Yeah, back in the day, you used to have man of the matches, eh? I missed the man of the matches.
They don't do man of the matches anymore? What is VB hard earned? Is that
Maccas?
it?
Yeah, these were the sponsors. Yeah, man of the matches were good.
They were cool.
Games. Yeah. Did I tell you a story when I got my one ever man of the match?
Yeah, sure. No, give it to me.
Oh, yeah, it's a great yarn.
Anyway, Bulldogs 13 plus.
So it was a Sunday game, the last game on Sunday, and I'd never got given man of the match. And I had an interview with Joey. So after Mad Monday, I was stoked to go back and watch it. The game went too long.
Oh, they cut it.
Cut straight to the news. I never got my moment.
No way.
I never got my moment.
Oh, bring it back.
Joey looked after me too because Joey was our assistant coach. So he butted me up. Fucking last game and the colours and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, Joe, fucking awesome.
Was it last round?
Last round, we beat Cronulla Sharks. I took an intercept on the line, and that's that famous sort of G-up story I got with Turbo. I take Mick Ennis tries to throw like a double shape on the line. I took an intercept. Ran about 30 metres, and then Turbo was my right winger, and he come like streaking up on my outside, and I passed it to him. I took it to the house. Turbo took it to the house, and then I got player of the match, and I never got a moment.
No way.
Because when you watch it as a kid, it's the best. Player of the match, watching them.
And then the comes on, and then it cuts to the news.
Yeah.
You know when the news
6 o'clock news.
6 years I was in the league. I never got one. 6 years. Fuck.
All right, let's just, Dogs should get this, but I hope it's a fucking fairly played, aggressive game. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want to see it because like the Tigers deserve their little payback, and we've got to protect him, and that's how it goes, man. Like it's a fucking dog-eat-dog world.
It is. Yeah.
That's how it goes around, mate.
I thought they were impressive against
Manly. I think Galvin should be like, fuck it, give me the ball. Even with his first run, you don't have to pass it, kid. Fucking dig in, bang, run it.
Perfect. Yeah.
Just play tough. I know he's a kid. I know he's only 19, but he's fairly tough, man.
That's just do what you did against Manly. Yeah. That'll be perfect.
Just go at it.
Sharks versus Cowboys Sunday 4 p.m. at Shark Stadium. This is where I took the pick to the halfway to the house and then gave it to Turbo, young ascending player. Turbo
Yeah,
hasn't
of
looked
course
back.
you
He hasn't looked back since.
Here, take the NRL with you. I'm out.
I'm out, Turbo. You take it from here, bro.
Take it. You've got it.
You've got it now. All right, Sharks, 4 p.m. Against
game.
the Cowboys. I've just got to look at the ins because I've gone to... Here we go. 2 big ins for the Sharks. Sifa Talakai and Britton Nikita. And they're back on deck after missing the South game. So third degree drops back to the bench. And Toby Rudolph, he's out with that concussion from the White hit. Tom Hazelton, he's listed amongst the reserves.
Where's he been?
I think shoulder.
Okay.
I think shoulder. Jake Clifford, he is back while the suspension of Carl Lawton sees Tanzanian born Imali Bittingane added to the bench for his NRL debut.
Good on you, kid.
I seen a clip that they did on North Queensland Cowboys socials about him arriving in Australia at a really young age. Wasn't a footy player all the way up until like high school. And he was just a big boy and they go, come play footy with us.
What position is he?
Front row.
Oh, yes.
About
Fucking nice, mate.
He's about it. So
Yeah, good's that.
couple of debutants at the back end of the season for some of these players. So congratulations to them. This is a must-win game for both these teams. Cowboys have to win or else they're out. The Sharks have to win or they makes it tricky for them.
$1.42 Cronulla with tab. North Queensland $2.90. The line is 8.5.
Yeah, I don't think the Cowboys are coming down here scared. Yeah,
I'm on the Cowboys.
Tom did all day. If he doesn't play last week, probably Dragons probably could have got him.
Yeah,
but because of that human out there and what he was doing, it's just like he's on another level. And I think he comes down here and still plays lights out. But I think the Sharks will just get him. They'll bore the fuck out of him.
Sifa Talakai and Nikita are huge ins.
Massive,
huge. One on the right, one on the left. Just balances them up so much.
Yeah, it does. Bit more balance in the attack. Gives some more options for fucking Hines, you know. So I think the Cowboys they might be done after this one.
Well, they've got a really good draw, mate. So all the other teams that they play going into the last. Okay. So this is the only team that they've got in the 8 to finish the season.
Okay, so
and then they finish with a bye. So the Cowboys, if they give themselves an opportunity to get this, then they don't play anyone else in the 8 to finish the last 5 rounds.
So this will be depending. There'll be some people nearly on there, like they'll be looking at who wins and loses and all that sort of shit. So if they've got more to play for, they'll be fucking way more dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Toughest one.
We could make the 8.
Is this Sharks?
They play
Dolphins.
Bronx? Don't they play Bronx? Or
And
is
they
that
got
wrong?
Dolphins. No. Oh, they do have the Broncos. But so the reason I forgot about the Broncos is the derby. I think they'll be up for that game. It's a game that they can get up for. You're right.
And it's at home too. It's in Townsville.
Anyone wins that.
They play Parramatta and Newcastle
That throws
West.
a spanner in the works, doesn't it?
Sharks still should beat them, right? But I'll go the Cowboys because I reckon
I'll go Sharks just because you went Cowboys.
Cowboys are more fun.
Did you have them in the 8 at the start of the year?
I don't know.
You always do.
Nah, because we learned our lesson on both. I said I'm sick of picking the Titans and Cowboys and them let me down.
That's what's happened.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, that's it for this round. I can't wait for all of the footy, but I can't wait for Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday's going to be good. Nice and early too, 2 o'clock.
Do you reckon the weather will be going?
Listen to SEN.
Listen to SEN. Sync it to the TV and listen to us. There you go. Have a good weekend and we'll catch you on Monday.
See you guys.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.